MTG and take the ride. subscribe. You never won't miss the vibe.
Always doing it sunny side up. It's the hen. Fuck. What's up, my friends? How are you doing? It is Saturday evening, and I decided that I wanted to crack some Wonders boosters to try and get closer to finishing my set, and also to make me feel better about all those cards that went missing. I'm hoping to find at least one thing. You know, my last memory right now with the game is having all my stuff disappear. So I'd rather have a more pleasant memory. So that's one of the things that we are going to do today. Let me grab the live stream link. We will share that in the Discord, and then we will go from there. All right. All right. Okay. Okay, perfect. That's good. And switch that up. That is also good. All right. Hellos are in order. What up, Kentucky, Eng, Shelton, Dominic, Habanero, Zircon, Al, Kyle? What is up? I hope you guys have been having an enjoyable weekend, because we have gathered for a Saturday night chill stream and good times. Oh, speaking of good times, Kyle Driver's super chat says, I just sang the intro to my cat, Breadstick. She unfortunately wasn't super impressed. Listen, man. Listen. That your cat has terrible taste. Let's be real. You have good taste. Your cat has terrible taste. You can tell Breadstick that they're a dried out, old, crappy little mini baguette. How about that? Take that, you unimpressed cat. You don't like my intro song? You're just a cat. Stupid. All right. What up, Larry? Oh, all right. Dominic, you're talking about, what did Kyle just say? Read what you said. Read what you said earlier in the chat. You said, tonight you vanished. Haven't seen a live stream in a while. What is that? Tonight you vanished. What is this? Some kind of low-rent romance novel? Where did he go? My heart thumps with thunder when he's around, and with despair when he departs. The man in the rectangle, you know, because invariably I talk to you about rectangles, most likely in a rectangle, right? Like the view screen of me right now is very unlikely to be a square. It's highly likely I am coming to you on some sort of rectangle, be it a TV, a cell phone, a computer monitor. It's a rectangular world that you're trapped in. Minecraft is a world of squares. This is a world of rectangles, friends. What up, everyday? How you doing? Larry says Breadstick is an interesting name for a cat. Interesting name for a cat? It's a name for a cat. That's a fact. But that cat has no taste. Millmaster, the Walrus, and the Carpenter. Go shuck some oysters. Or whatever, bro. What up, Chuglum? Habanero 7 games a cube this morning. Nice. That's awesome. You know what? I gotta get this out of my way here. Hold on, guys. Don't worry. I can still talk at the same time while I put these quarters that are in front of me into a quarter roll, because I just thought sometimes on the internet, it's definitely not that I put this out and then forgot to do it. It's totally that I thought I would flex on all of you that I have enough quarters to fill a roll, right? I printed and taped this quarter roll out myself. I am flexing, like the kids say on the internet. I got it made, bro. Fat roll of quarters. Don't even think that I don't have, like, a completed one. Oh, yeah. One for each hand, bro. I got all the quarters. Now, if we could just teleport back in time to the 90s, and somebody can point me to the arcade where the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle arcade machine is, I will happily deposit all of these quarters into that machine. No arcade game ate more of my quarters than Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. At all. Not even close. Juggling, you're watching Japanese auto racing. Nice. Nice. The other cat's name is Baja Blast. It's because he plans to try and drink its blood. Millmaster coming in with the Dogma. All right. That's right, Al. That's 20 big ones in quarters, bro. Mega flex. I think I'm going to go down to the beach and see if maybe I can get myself a second wife. One of them harems. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what makes you think you can have 2 wives? And I'll just be like, because I got 2 rolls of quarters. And if they're like, what do you mean? I'll just be like this. Bam! Bam! They also turn into fists of power. Not only are they financial domination, therefore physical domination, because they turn it into fucking money punches, right? Now they become fucking quarter pounders. That's so stupid. Behold, the quarter pounders. Goofy. Oh, but funny. But funny. Okay. So, I'm going to refresh my memory on the actual list of mythics that I need to finish my set, because there are a ridiculous amount of mythics to keep track of in this set. Apparently they're going to tone it down a little bit for the next set because they went hardcore. So I'm just going to read them off, the names. Baron Balthor, Blossom's Bite, Commander Bothral, Gem Primordial, High Lord Valoris Crestwing, King Aldarin Leafsong, Old Man Rocket, Rage of the Ancients, Raw Lightman, Rigel Lightbringer Leonis, Rust Trooper, The Mind, The Mount of Helios, and Verdantia of Petraea. And I can use extra uncommon copies of Lyonesa, Celestine, Blasting Duel, and Percival Stormwind if they show up. Okay. That should be mostly easy to remember, and if not, I got the piece of paper right there. Larry, your cat's named after a car. Well, let's just hope that it doesn't get hit by one. Dominic Superchat says, looks like I missed something. What got stolen? Is the loot tech okay? The loot tech is okay. It wasn't Magic the Gathering stuff. Basically, my buddy Double Strike went to the Wonders of the First Orlando event. And this is a new game with a small community. So there aren't very many opportunities to fucking trade and sell cards. I mean, you can try and do it online, but in person, rare opportunities. So I had hooked Double Strike up with a bunch of my extended bordered foils and the like OCM cards, like basically a bunch of the juiciest stuff that I had, he had with him, along with a nice big fat card of somebody else's, all of his stuff, or not all of his stuff, like 90% of his stuff. And then also, what was it? Somebody had given him some bundles to bring back for me and him and Carly, and they were in there too. So in the airport on the way back, it just got stolen. The bag's stolen. He's filed a police report and all this other stuff. He's going through everything. I mean, fingers crossed somehow they would be recovered, but I gotta say, it's like 99.9% chance that here's how it goes. They never catch whoever did it, and whoever did it doesn't know what this game is because it's not big enough that, like, if you do a Google search, oh, look, I can go and sell this stuff. So they're just going to look at it and be like, whatever, it's just some board game or something, and just throw it out. So all of my, like ultra special foil extendo border mythics and other, cool OCMs and shit are just going to end up in a dumpster now, which is, whatever. That's what happened. So I complained about that already, obviously, in a fucking stream. So if you want to hear more about it, There's a live stream going on about that. But I'm not looking to focus on that now. I'm looking to focus on getting back to enjoying myself in a race. And bad shit happens to everybody. Everybody loses stuff. That's how it goes, right? So I'm just gonna crack some. We got some right here. We got some right here. And we're gonna open it up and see if we can find us some mythic action. That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. Metal Maniac. The wall is his floor. What's up, buddy? You like that Post Malonage? Okay, let's see if we can put something good down here to focus the camera up. Oh, instead of something good, let's use a Spider-Man card. Huh? That's something we won't see for long, right? At least not here. And so Spider-Man is not going to be a major feature on any of my stuff. But the card's right here, so that's from my pre-release. I got a special edition Spider-Man who dresses all up in black. I'm Spider-Man Noir. Oh, wow, that's exciting. That's how I felt, you know? Whoop. Dominic, you're catching a Saturday night jug hunt. I mean, we can also slice some jug hunting, and these cards don't feel very nice, unfortunately. Larry, the Techno Historians. Bro, I have all my Techno Historians, so no worries about that. Lure, yep, you're right. It is fucked. It is. Okay. Otto, any big pulls yet? Yeah, my fucking dong. I haven't cracked any of the packs yet. Larry, she's an indoor cat, so she won't be getting hit by anything except a sense of empty loneliness, right? Enduring and eternal. Okay. All right, so let's see what we got. I'm going to look at the commons. Even though I'm looking for mythics, I'm going to look at the commons and uncommons because, first of all, there's a couple uncommons I wouldn't mind getting another couple copies of. And also with the commons, I could find a Techno Historian or Barnabas. So got to keep my eyes out for those. That's what we're looking for here. Doesn't look like we're going to see any of that stuff in this pack. That's fine. All right, we got a foil cannon. We got a foil rare Iron Fist. So this one is each other one you control in this realm gets +2 for each equipment equipped to this. I'm working on like a classic foil set. So if I don't already have 2 copies of this guy, that's sweet for me. All right, we got a foil token. Then we got Gulpin as the rare. This guy taps, you can only do it one time, but you get to put counters equal to his power on X target guys, where X is the number of stones you control. So you can beef this guy's power up and then just use it to beef a bunch of your other guys. It's pretty gross. And then, all right. So this didn't really move us forward at all, really. What up, Thompson? How's it going, buddy? My day has been pretty good. It's been pretty good, honestly. I don't have any real complaints. Everything's been solid today. Wouldn't mind more days like this. All right, so we got another pack here. And in this one, oh, what are we going to get? What are we going to get? Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Hey, we got an Emma Shockbite. Now, this is a mythic, but it doesn't feel like a mythic because of what is it? Some kind of correlation issue led to this being put in like an uncommon slot. So it shows up with what feels like a much higher frequency. It does not feel like a mythic rare, like from the frequency that you get it. The powers of it do, because all of your stuff is attuned. And then also whenever you have equipped guys attacking, they get a boost in power. So it's definitely a mythic power level card, but because of the fact that it shows up in the uncommon slot, it does actually feel like it shows up more frequently. I've gotten this mythic rare more than any other mythic rare, for sure. For sure. What up, Lewis? We got a foil arbor. We got a foil circuit plant. So the foils in this are nothing. Plasma detonator. And okay, well, we're walking the middle of the road. That's what we're doing. That's what we are doing. I'm hoping for a little more Zazzle because these are meh. That's how it's feeling, you know? Of course, the bar is pretty high. Honestly, when I'm looking to get the right vibe is to hit one of the cards I actually need from my set. That would be pretty satisfying. That is one of the most satisfying outcomes that I can see from opening these. All right, so what do we got? Wow, this is like heavy on Thornland. Okay. We've got foil Flame Castile. We got, oh shit, Ramal. Wait, do I have this? Did I say this guy's name? Oh, Ramal's gonna like that. Okay, so I do have this guy. Like, I have cracked this Mythic, but not in foil. And I'm trying to collect an entire foil set. Like, I'm going non-foil first and then upgrading to foil. That's basically what I've been working on. So this is sweet because now my non-foil becomes a foil and I have a non-foil one to trade. Now that I already lost all my Mythic traders and other stuff. So it's this at least feels good. I'm at least up a Mythic trader now. I'm going to put this guy in a sleeve actually. So hold on. That is a sweet score. All right, there we go. He's all safely sleeved. So this is a 7-cost, 7-power dude. When he shows up, create a 2-power knight token in the same realm as him, so he brings a backup. And knights you control get +2, and when this dies, banish target enemy in this realm. So it makes your knight token a 4-power dude. Any other knights get boosted, and if they get taken out, then you can just get rid of your opponent's guys. That's pretty sweet. Fingers crossed for Fleam. That'd be something else. Sweet. Okay. What do we got next? We got Archimedes Falco. He's all right. He lets you look at the top 3 cards of your deck and put them on the top or bottom. Whatever. You know, he's a big flyer. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he feels like an epic rare, but, you know. I still feel like pretty noobish at this game when it comes to card assessment anyways. So that's how it goes with new games. But like pretty much everybody is. Even the people who have a decent amount of experience don't have that much experience, you know? Juggle 'em, it's the Bow Falcon card. There you go. All right. So that was pretty sweet. I'm not going to complain about getting a foil Mythic. Thompson, no, the second set has been pushed back to February. They have some big plans that are going on. I have this behind the scenes information, and like I said that I wouldn't talk about some things, so I'm not going to say specifics, but I will say the set has been pushed back due to particular logistical errors. Like, not errors. What is it? What am I trying to say here? It definitely has nothing to do with errors. They have, like, way bigger plans than I was anticipating. And those big plans take longer. So it's, like, more than just the set by itself that's going on. I have to take time to think about this so I don't say anything that I shouldn't say. Because I know things that I'm not supposed to say yet. And I joked about it when we were in the call talking about all this stuff. I'm like, I'm going to go run and tell all these guys this stuff. And I'm so used to just saying whatever and not having to hold anything back with you guys that I do actually have to like pace myself with what I'm saying here so I don't say something wrong or the wrong way. But basically, what's going on is the set's being pushed back. But it's because they have big plans that are actually totally happening, but it just requires a lot more coordination of things. And apparently there was also the place they were going to do it in has a ton of like what is it, like university like sports and stuff, and that's like a crazy time of year for it. There's just a bunch of stuff. There is a bunch of stuff going on. Now I can't tell you a bunch of it. But you know what? Fuck that. I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to break my agreement with them, and I'm going to tell you straight up, they're doing a fucking Marvel crossover where you can just slap any, like, see that now? That used to be Oakthorn whatever, but now it's Mantis from Marvel. And, like, you might be thinking that, like, because it says on the back, it's like, you might be thinking that these are stickers from the grocery store. But I'm here to tell you right now that Wonder's next thing is like, oh, check it out, I got this Progo Merfolk dude. But what if this dude with big abs was Emma Frost instead? You know? So, like, and actually, you can like, Marvel chain cards. It's like a thing. They were trying to steal an idea from Wizards of the Coast with the unsets. So now you can Emma Frost chain cards together. Like that. You guys... And, like, it doesn't have to be that way either. Like, you can do it any way you want. You know what I mean? Like, there's no limits. So they're copying Wizards Marvel crossover. And this is... I'm not supposed to tell you guys, but this is it. This is the deal. Right? And, like, you can choose whatever you want. It doesn't matter. There's no limits. It's like no limit hold'em poker. So this is like, it's called a Marvel blob. And you just kind of flop it down. Whoever flops the hardest wins, you know? Whoever can slap the hardest. You know what's funny? Is Wonders actually is doing something big. And I am genuinely curious to see how it's going to play out. Because their plans are big, and they're not what I would have anticipated. And they are, like, it's not, oh, we're talking a big game and maybe we'll do this. They're fucking straight up doing it. So it's going to be very interesting when the second set rolls out with the other things that are aligned with it. And that is as specific as I'm a fucking get. But yeah, in case it wasn't obvious, this Marvel fucking sticker shit, these are from the grocery store. And that's not what they're doing. That is not what they're doing. Habanero, does it have bagels? Oh, we got bagels. We got bagels. Bo Falcon, there he is. There he is. Okay, so back to what we got in this pack here. We got the Foil Island. We got the Scorpion Sword. We got a cooking pot. Throw in the meat. Oh, we got this soul. What's a Soul Forger guy do? 4 cost, 3 power. When he comes out, put target wonder you own with 4 or less from the abyss into the realm. Oh, he just resurrects a guy who costs 4 or less. Okay. All right. And then none of the comments we're looking for. Okay, so that was pretty disappointing, man. That was pretty disappointing, bro. Oh, well. Let's hope this next pack delivers something a little bit better. Juggling, yeah, man. There's a bunch of cool looking cards in this game. There are some people who fucking take issue with the way the art's created because it's made using AI and then they fucking paid people to add to it or whatever, or make it basically, I suppose, make it usable. I don't 100% know. So there's definitely people who have problems with that. Right? That is what it is, man. What is this? Oh shit, the Mount of Helios. That's what I'm talking about. Right there. I got a foil mythic that I did not have for my set. I don't even have this card. I've never even seen this card. And now I got it. So I'm going to put a sleeve on this sucker. I'm going to put a sleeve on this bitch. Otto, we got bagels. Tell the crew to push the Whopper button. I'll never forget. That fucking shit was funny. All right, there we go. Get it in the sleeve. Bam. All right, we got the Mount of Helios. So, on Harvest, Kingdom 4, gain faith equal to the power of your wonders in this realm. Okay. Oh shit, it's a land? So it's a heliocentric link that lets you. Okay, all right, that's pretty gross, man. Depending on the like, this is a very like narrow use specifically for playing a faith deck, but that's sweet, bro. That is sweet. And then we got a foil, a formless foil, Ocean Breaker. That's all right. Harmonic Canyon Refuge. Commune with the... We got an epic, a rare. This is a pretty fucking solid pack, actually. This is what I was looking for. Okay. I don't think that I'm going to top getting a foil mythic for my set. So that feels like a pretty successful mythic hunt. We got 2 foil mythics in this little chain of packs. That is good enough for me. It's not like I have a lot of this stuff left, so I'm gonna save the rest of it. I wanted to progress, and I have indeed progressed, so I'm good with that. Ooh. All right, this straw did not want to leave my mouth because my mouth is too fucking sweet. Okay. You know what? I'll just pop this over here with that Spider-Man stuff. I want that one separate. Decided to bust out some old school Genesis action today. Little bit of blast from the past. Any of you guys played King's Bounty for the Genesis? Because I played that for, I think, about 3 hours today. You know what I'm talking about? Where you travel from continent to continent trying to defeat these different criminals who are holed up in castles because you've been given a commission by the king and you need to find a magical scepter, but the only way you can find it is with all the pieces of this map, and you get them by defeating all these different dudes in different castles and finding magic items. It's pretty fun. I got like pulled into it. I'm like close to the end game right now in it. I left it paused before dinner, but I played multiple hours straight. I can't think of anything recently other than that's actually pulled me in for a good chunk of time without me noticing the time going by. You know? Most of the time, you'll be aware of what's going on and just be like, yep, I definitely feel the time flowing by. Not with King's Bounty. Last night when I watched that movie, The Home, time was definitely going by incredibly slowly. God. 3 different horror movies this month so far. All have been just lackluster or terrible. Terrible or slightly better than terrible. It's been pretty underwhelming. I gotta be a little more discerning. I gotta be a little more discerning with the movies, I guess. I realized, that's what I said to Carly. I was like, wait, last year I think I was actually sitting down and reading descriptions of horror movies rather than just kind of going off the name. I've been going off of basically nothing, and it has not been paying off. Fists of Fury. Which one's that? Fist of Fury, it's the same series as like Fatal Fury and whatever, with like Hagar as the mayor. You wander around bludgeoning people with gigantic pieces of pipes and stuff, right? Pretty sure that's it. I played a lot of those side-scrolling, like Streets of Rage. Me and my buddy played a ton of those back in the day. The like Super Nintendo Genesis era had a lot to recommend it. Some of the games when you go back, you're like, okay, this is bunk. This is not actually fun to play. I had fun with it when I was a kid because I had a handful of games. But some of them you go back and it's like, this is genuinely solid. I like Shadowrun for the Super Nintendo. That one's good. A movie with Bruce Lee? What? What are you talking about? Now you're going to start talking about The Crow? Can't rain all the time, right, buddy? Juggling, you played the Ninja Turtle game a lot as well, like the Super Nintendo one, where it's basically like that awesome old school arcade game, Turtles in Time? Or are you talking about the Nintendo one that was brutally difficult. The Nintendo Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was totally in that category of completely unfair games, especially the stupid underwater world. When you finally made it through, it's crazy. Now you can play on emulators and you can literally do save states. So if you go through a bunch of difficult stuff, then you don't have to do it again, right? But in that, you just had to go through it over and over. It was just almost endless punishment. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Ghosts and Goblins, all all these different games that were just merciless. I also had the Japanese version of Mario Brothers 3. So I got that before it, like, basically we found a Japanese version, like a bootleg, at a flea market before the game came out in North America. So we got the Japanese version. Couldn't read anything Toad was saying in any of those houses or what the Kings were saying. Didn't matter. But when you played the Japanese version, you would just, no matter what you were, if you had on like full on fire flower action going on and you got hit, you'd go to Small Mario. Where the North American version had, oh, you'll lose the fire flower, be Large Mario, and then go to Small Mario. So the North American version was actually easier. I ended up playing the harder Japanese version. Games back then, there were so many of them that were just super punishing. Just super punishing. What up, Rolf? How's it going, man? What up, How? Habanero, you always wondered if there was some secret rule for all video games they had to follow that demanded all underwater levels must be difficult. I think part of what made the old games so difficult, and I could be wrong about this, is that they had very limited ability to test games. Games were like newer back then, like home console games. And so the programmers of games inherently tend to lose view of the actual skill level they have in their game versus the everyday player. So because they built the game, know how it works, and have had to play through it a bunch, it seems easier to them. And so they can end up amping up the difficulty, not realizing to somebody who didn't design the game and didn't need to play it over and over to make sure that it works and didn't do all that, that it can be freakishly hard. You know? It's not the experience that you really want to be giving people. The games were merciless and they did not hold your hand at all. You just had to try and figure stuff out, right? It's like, I don't know, I hope somebody knows, or it's in a Nintendo Power or some shit. Millmaster, no one tested E.T. E.T. happened to me and my best friend, bro. We ended up getting E.T. For real. We were in some random thrift shop and my buddy found it, the Atari cartridge for E.T. And I played that game, and it was it was fucking unplayable. You start the game, and like dudes are chasing you, and you don't know what to do, and all you can do is try and run away. But no matter where you fucking run, you're gonna fall in a hole. Like, guaranteed you're going in a hole in like 4 seconds. Like, seriously, game starts, guys after you. Oh, you're in a hole. 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 And you're down in the hole going, I can't do anything. I fucking can't do anything. I can't do anything. And then after like hours of experimentation, because we're kids with nothing better to do with our time, and we can't possibly conceive of somebody making a game this fucking unplayable, you literally have to take the controller and like hold it in the exact right crazy tilt spot. And if you do that, then E.T. lifts his neck up and he fucking levitates out. So you have to figure out the exact angle. You have to like hold it perfectly, because if you fuck it up, boom, you're right back down in the hole, right? So you'll levitate yourself all the way up. Finally, you figure out how to do this. You spend forever levitating yourself out of a hole, and then you start to move. 2 seconds later, you're in another fucking hole. Like, it was torture, madness, garbage. It was, I couldn't really fathom as a child why would they do this to us? Games are supposed to be fun. You know? Like, it was awful. Just awful. E.T. is unplayable, and if you know what you're doing, you can finish it in a minute. I believe it. I believe that. I never got there because we gave up. We gave up. And I wouldn't go back and try again. I don't think so. No. I played lots of way cooler games. What was the one for Atari where you like run along and swing on vines and jump over like pits with crocodiles and stuff? That one was cool. That one was cool. How you called Nintendo Power 4? I've never called them. I had a collection of Nintendo Powers. Playing that Genesis game today made me wish I had some Nintendo Powers. I wish I had some of those old magazines, man. I loved waiting for like the new Nintendo Power to come in. And I'd have to wait until after my dad read it before I could read it. But after he read it, he didn't give a shit. You know what I mean? Like I could take the posters out of it. I could do whatever I wanted with it. And it was just so exciting as a kid to see all the different video games in there and let my imagination run wild. Because I was a dumb kid and I wasn't cynical like I am as an adult where it's just like, most things are probably going to suck, so temper your expectations. As a kid, I'm like, wow, everything looks amazing. I can't wait to play this. Oh, why does it suck? You know, like... Oh, Pitfall, that's it. Pitfall is the one. Correct. Juggling, yeah, Genesis. Genesis is great. I like the Super Nintendo more. Super Nintendo is my favorite console of all time. Like, for sure. For sure. I never played Custer's Revenge, but I do know what it is. I never played that one. I didn't play that much, like Atari and Coleco stuff. I did, but not as much as I played like Nintendo and more consoles going forwards from there. I love having the replica controllers for when you're playing the emulator games. Like I have a replica Genesis controller and it feels great. Same with Super Nintendo, N64, and original PlayStation. So whatever like old school games I'm playing, you got the right controller that feels the right way. Juggling Pirates of the Caribbean. What on the? I remember playing a Pirates game. Not Pirates. I don't remember playing Pirates of the Caribbean. I remember playing like Sid Meier's Pirates, where you hop on other pirate ships and you fucking duel the captain. Like, this is my ship now. I'm gonna sell your schooner, you bitch. Doomblade, what's going on, bro? Teferi, yeah, Yoshi. Yoshi showed up in Super Mario World. That game was like, bro, Super Mario World, that was so magical to me. I remember there was like a Nintendo store in the States. And as a kid, my dad was like, we're going to the States. We're going to get a Super Nintendo before it even comes out in Canada. We went across the border to get the Super Nintendo. And I couldn't believe it, man. Everything about it was exciting to me. The new rounded shape of the controller, the different buttons, the way that it felt, the fact that there was fucking 4 buttons and the top buttons and whatever. And then the graphics of it, the music, Super Mario World, man. Oh, the music on it, so good. Like they did such a banger job on it. It had such an inviting vibe. It was just amazing. There was all those secret levels with the different colored Yoshis and stuff. That game blew me away. And then you had Legend of Zelda on the Super Nintendo. I was like, this is amazing. Super Nintendo had so many incredible games. Final Fantasy 2, Final Fantasy 3. Like, for real, the Super Nintendo era was a golden era of fully completed, incredible gaming experiences. And you had just gone from 8-bit to 16-bit, which was like fucking god tier upgrade. We've got new dynamic lighting and whatever, so you can actually see the shadow of his pubes on the side of the wall when he's fighting in the desert or whatever. Okay. I don't care. But you don't understand, it takes like fucking 5 times the processing power, because like sometimes he'll sweat and then you can see the sweat on the hair on his sack. Alright. You know what I mean? Like, Nintendo to Super Nintendo felt like a complete fucking revolution. A complete graphical revolution. Where you're like, this is so much nicer looking. Doomblade Paranormal Witness? It's not a horror movie. Then what is it? Yeah, Rolf, Custer's is not, it's not the norm. Yeah, and Conker's Bad for a Day also is out there. Juggling, the worst game you ever played was Beyblade on the PlayStation 1. I didn't even know that was a thing. Discovery Channel's Deadliest Catch Sea of Chaos is the worst PlayStation 3 game ever. It sounds like it could be. You remember the activator for the Genesis? It was a ring you put on the ground around you and it read your movements. I don't know. I feel like maybe. Such a different time, man. You had your console, the handful of games that your dad bought or whatever, and then go down to the game store, like the rental shop, and rent video game cartridges. It's a TV show made a while ago about people who experienced famous weird stuff, from exorcists to military people who've seen it. Oh, horseshit. Horseshit from delusional people, crazy people, and liars. Wow. I mean, I can get that here. Like, fucking, I just gotta go, hey, Jess, you coming to the live stream? And although he believes less shit now than he used to. But for real, like, why would I want to watch that? Why would I want to watch that? I don't believe in any of that crap. And so, hey, do you want to watch a video about people who genuinely believe things that, like, you... Like, first of all, let's be clear, just so there's no confusion. I believe aliens exist. I believe absolutely aliens exist. But I don't believe these motherfuckers wandering around saying they saw UFOs. I don't think aliens are hanging around Earth. I don't think that's happening. I think if there's alien life, because there could be, mathematically there could be, and with the size of the universe, it's incredibly likely there is. But it's also incredibly likely that it's so far away that they couldn't even fucking visit here. So it just turns into this whole, yeah, you saw a UFO. I saw a ghost. All this, like, I don't believe in the paranormal. So it's like, yo, I saw some guy fart out like somebody made of hamburger meat. That's it. That's okay. That's exactly that. You may as well be saying that to me. I believe in ghosts. Oh yeah, I believe in people who are born from hamburger farts. Literally, they just manifest as meat people. No, you can't tell me that's not real. It's real. Fuck you. Just because you haven't seen it doesn't mean it's not real. I believe it. Because, like, ghosts are real, bro. Don't you know, like, there was, like, a creek in my house. And sometimes things aren't where I left them. And human minds are infallible. So, like, when you put together creeks and the fact that I never fail, ghosts are real. What's the point? What's the point? Mega Man X. Yeah, Mega Man X was awesome. My dad got me that for my birthday, and I was actually really unhappy because I really liked RPGs back then and wanted nothing to do with Mega Man. It wasn't really my vibe, but I played Mega Man X. That one's a fucking masterpiece, and I really enjoyed it. It's good entertainment because they recreate the scenario and they tell a scenario with a high budget. Okay, all right, you know what? Fair enough. You're making a point in its favor. You know, at least if it's a bunch of horseshit, they're going over the top with it, you can have some fun with that. Fair enough. Fair enough. I will give you that. Otto, the most common Nintendo clone in Brazil, had a Genesis controller where the C was select. Huh. Yeah, Larry, Super Nintendo controller is way different than Nintendo's. It's a much bigger one with way more buttons. Teferi, Taco Bell one time 30 years ago. That's it. Habanero says it's the Fermi paradox. Mathematically, it's impossible for aliens to not exist, but we can't find or understand the evidence to prove they do exist. It's like, if aliens exist, they're biological life forms like us, and they probably have a, like, finite lifespan, which means a meeting of aliens would really just be like our spaceship meets their spaceship, and there's nobody on board either of them. You know what I mean? They're just manned by drones and robots and shit. It's just like, oh, deep in space, our robot has contacted the robot. It would obviously be massive, a massive thing, but you're never gonna get the, like, oh, fuck yeah, man, vroom, 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 I'm flying my spaceship around in space, I'm a human, beep, 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 and then, like, whoa, check it out, there's another alien, and the alien's flying around, and then they're just like, hey, let's talk, oh, sweet, you're an alien chick, let's rub butt cheeks. Like, it's not gonna happen. You're not going to rub butt cheeks with alien chicks, bros. So it's just going to be robot on robot, and that's not hot, right? Cthulhu, if you were to pull strings to move objects, it wouldn't convince me of paranormal. If you tie a string around something and lift it in the air, I will believe in the paranormal. You can also put like a magnet in a bowl of water and then cheese slam it across the table by dragging a magnet underneath, right? Or do a force slide. I mean, if anybody ever did make shit just fucking levitate around, like if somebody walked into this room and just started making shit levitate, I'd freak the fuck out because I'd be like, uh-oh. You know, like, I don't want anything to happen that fundamentally shatters my understanding of reality. And if a ghost ever materialized or magic, like something actually magic happened, you'd have to, like, as somebody who lives in a world of logic, you would logically have to process that and accept it. You can't just refute that because then you're just an illogical fucking goofbag. So you have to go, shit, this is real. And if magic can be real, or ghosts and shit can be real, then anything can be real. Do you know what I mean? It's like, oh, fuck! What does this mean? Now the door is open for Bigfoot and Loch Ness monsters and every bit of fucking horseshit from every occult, cryptozoologist, dumb fucks, wet dreams. Ultima Online, I never really got into that one. Zircon, yep. It's highly unlikely. It's highly unlikely, and I feel like if we ever did encounter another species, the odds are they'd be more advanced than us. And it would just be like, we're at their fucking mercy. They could just be like, oh, bro, we're going to make human skin seats for our alien mobiles. And we'd just be like, fuck! You know? Like, those aren't people. Right? Who knows what kind of fucking morality system aliens might even have. I'm saying it right now. We got to fucking nuke those aliens before they fill our butts with fucking alien eggs. If you aren't with me right now in nuking the aliens, that means you want your butt full of alien eggs, and that makes you a fucking commie traitor. So we're gonna have to fire you into the sun. So either you're with me, or you're getting fired into the sun. These are the new fucking marching orders. That's how we're doing. That's how we're doing. Aliens, yeah, aliens were responsible for the pyramids. I know people who believe dumb shit like that, bro. I've got this, oh no, he's dead. Fuck yeah, he died a few months ago. That's wild. We went to high school together. Either way, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. What he did was still dumb, and it doesn't matter. Just because he fucking died, this is irrelevant of that. So, you know, next time I tell this story, I'm probably not going to bring that part up. But anyways, he's posting fucking shit on Facebook. These stupid pictures that madden anybody with a brain, where it just shows like this carved fucking wall. And he's like, this wall was created before the tools to create it existed. No, it wasn't, you fucking idiot. It's just a carved wall. Like, for real. The tools that were used to create it were moved somewhere else or rotted away through time. The metal was taken and fucking melted down and the fucking handle rotted away or whatever. You fucking Magoo idiot. Nuh-uh. Only, like, dudes from another world could tell us how to make a wall look like this. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? What's going on with the stream? Is it gorking up? This is strange. It looks like it's fine, but it's giving me weird messages. Is it good on your guys' end? I don't know what the deal is. Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to go get some more root beer. Fuck it. We'll see what happens. We'll leave it to the fates. Either you'll be here when I come back, or I'll just be yelling by myself. One of two things will happen. All right, I have returned. Looks like the stream is still going, so we're good. Yeah, Cthulhu, exactly. A chisel's an old tool. Carving a wall. Like, "Ooh, they didn't have the tools to do this." Yes, they did. Yes, they fucking did. Nah, man. Aliens came and like, here's how you make a wall, bro. Fuck off. People had nothing but time. And all kinds of useful knowledge was lost throughout the ages because we didn't have ways to keep track of it. It's like, yo, we put this in books. Oops, the books burned. We're fucked. You know, like all kinds of knowledge has been lost. There's all kinds of useful stuff that people knew in the past that would help us if we knew it now, but we just straight up don't know because the people who know died and there's no record of it, right? So they found some crazy, what was it, Roman recipe for concrete or something, where the concrete's self-healing because it creates like cysts of limestone or some shit in it, and it causes the concrete to heal itself when it gets wet and seal up its cracks or something. And it's like, they knew about this forever ago, and somebody just discovered their ancient technique for making it. It's like, so there's all kinds of little random things like that that have been lost throughout the years, you know? Habanero, you were watching a chick last night talking about aliens explain her profession's anthropology and how insanely upset she was about morons who say ancient civilizations were created by aliens. It's so fucking stupid. People just want things to be crazy and because it just sounds so much cooler, right? Well, aliens did this. It's epic. They created us for tube steaks or something. Shelton, you remember not finishing a game because they killed off your favorite character? You don't got to take that. You don't got to take that. Sounds like Sweegan. Man, I played a bunch of those games. I think it was number 3 or whatever, where I was like, okay, I don't want to play an RPG where I got to do like 6 different guys' storylines and go through the same story with like 6 different people, or like 6 different paths intersecting. I'm just like, it didn't work for me, man. What? Millmaster, what the hell is that? Doomblade, what about Dryads? Yup, Larry, the different ways of storing information, be it on paper, on metal tablets, clay tablets, whatever, pretty much all of that stuff got destroyed, you know? So, lot of knowledge lost over the years, unfortunately. And now we live in the era where all knowledge can be kept, along with an infinite amount of fucking slop, mindless, stupid fucking garbage created by AIs, where idiots can just slap a button for 4 fucking seconds and then make a worthless fucking video that and just put it on the fucking internet. So there's just this endless sea now of mindless. Hey, look at Instagram. Here's a fucking made up AI video with a fucking weird voiceover and strange text on the screen. And you'll stare at it in bafflement more than anything and just go, what is happening? It's all garbage. It's an endless sea of it. But, you know, all the other stuff is being captured with it. Thompson, random things have survived. But, like, lots of stuff has been lost. What up, Lasagna? How's it going? Yep. Spider-Man's shit's expensive, bro. The universe beyond licensing and everything has made these products horrendously expensive. So yeah, no point in buying something at a price point that isn't worth it to you. And these universe beyond products like fucking Spider-Man have definitely reached that point. You know, like Spider-Man leaves me feeling mostly just empty more than anything. Millmaster, worthless webcomics? Yep. All kinds of stuff. All, like, just... It's wild. Just the pure amount of nothing that's being churned out at a startling pace. So, whatever, man. I guess it's part of the price of progress. It's just... There's so much garbage, and everything feels fake now. You know? Like, if I didn't know that you're a person before we got to this point in time, I don't know if I'll believe you're a person going forwards without some strong evidence. That's what it feels like. It's just... it's insane. As somebody who tends to be pretty cynical and not likely to believe a lot of things, all of a sudden, there's just such a crazy deluge of fake everything that it gets to the point that even reality starts to look fake. Like, even weird occurrences that probably totally did happen, you just go, made up for interaction, made up for attention. None of this happened. None of this is real. It's all fucking empty. It's crazy. I've caught myself just going, and I'm like, this actually probably is a real person, and whatever else, you know. It's just, it's insane. It's insane. Yeah, exactly, Millmaster. You find, and Larry's saying the same thing. You find some of these like ancient tablets, and it's just like, you sold me faulty copper. This is bullshit. The copper you sold me is garbage. And then other things like, I sent a letter to the higher magistrate saying that you better give us enough water to irrigate the crops, and if you don't, fuck you, we're not going to have enough food. Like, Just mundane bullshit. A 3-hour documentary, Ancient Aliens Debunked. I mean, yeah, depending. Depending, that could be interesting. Both Huggins like, let AI watch it for you. Doomblade, the younger, driest impact is a meteorological impact that wiped most of us out around the age of the pyramids and caused a great flood. One, that was the dinosaurs, first of all, with the meteor. Two, that was God with the flood because of all the fucking horrors and gross people like you. So, another flood is coming, and it's going to wash away all the garbage like you from the earth. I'm saying it here just so you know. There's nothing you can do about it because, like last time, it's his will, and all of the scum will drown in the water. I'm gonna be on the ark, just so we're clear where everybody's gonna be. I'm gonna be on the ark. So yeah, that's what I have to say in response to that, Doomblade. Like, check out this interesting scientific fact. Oh fuck you! You're gonna die in a flood. Why do you need to debunk a work of fiction? Why not? I think next you should debunk Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. This is not indeed the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Did you know that? An arc in space? No more fucking science fiction outer space shit. We're doing this fucking high fantasy. My arc is gonna have orcs and fucking swords and magic and fucking scantily clad ladies and oxygen and land. All of it inside. There's gonna be all of this inside the arc. No outer space bullshit. Fuck your Star Trek space arc nonsense. We're flooding the earth and we're gonna fucking watch the degenerates drown over the edge while we throw nacho chips down to them. I don't want you to be hungry while God's wrath fucking destroys you. I'm gonna feed you like ducks. Like ducks. Shelton, that's why you plan to send me anime girl statues so people in the future will think I worship fertility deities. Larry, you looked up what anime about what vampire? Oh, is that what Milmas was talking about? Doomblade, it's real. Look it up. The flood is real, bro. I don't want you insulting my beliefs in this stream, bro. Fucking God killed the whores, just like he should. The whores of Babylon. I hope he turns you into a pillar of salt. And not even the good, like, Himalayan pink sea salt that they cook with coconut to make it the fucking fancy Hawaiian black salt. I hope he turns you into a pillar of fucking dollar store iodized salt. How about that? I have never cared for science or facts, and that is a well-known thing about me. It's all about belief and feels, bro. That's the deal. That's the deal. Debunking Middle Earth. Middle Earth is real, bro. It can't be real. It's called Middle Earth, asshole. It's got Earth in the name. It's fucking real stupid. And no gravity to jiggle effects even stop. Oh, juggling. Forget pigs in space. Titties in space. Okay, never mind. I'm back for the science fiction. Let's do it. Thompson, birch bark documentation about basement imprisonment. All right. Habanero, ignoring the debunk portion, it sounds like it'd be interesting to learn about the actual history of ancient civilizations. Why don't you just watch something on that doesn't have aliens in the title then? Why? Like, just want somebody in civilizations. Thompson loves that. He's always talking about boring bullshit like that. He's like, oh, I'm going to check out this fucking castle where this Bavarian prince 1800 years ago, he fucking looked all over a field once. And then I'm going to go and look at a fresco in a church because I don't know why. Doomblade Rage Bait Mike isn't real. I can hurt you. I can hurt you real deep with your fucking dumb nonsense, right? Coming all in here. Did you know that there was a fucking meteor that slammed into the earth and that's why the Bible says all that? You can't even fucking read and you're going to talk to me about this shit. You just heard somebody talk about something and now you're like, like a fucking 8-year-old who knows a fact. Do you know spiders have 8 legs? And then you just go around looking for an opportunity to run your mouth, try to look smart. But it doesn't fucking work. I see you, Junior. I fucking see you and you're bullshit. Larry, of course, the little vampire who can't suck right isn't going to be what you think it is. Zanya, did you miss the Amazon jingle? We all did. We all missed it today, bro. Even me. Even me. It's a real problem. Man, that Marvel sticker shit was funny to me. I almost used them all up. I actually put some of these on the booster box of the Spider-Man booster box that I took back to the store. I'm like, check it out, you got a special edition. And he's like, why did you even do that? I'm just going to throw this box out. And they started looking. I was like, where'd you get all this fucking Marvel shit? Why is there X-Men stickers on this box? Oh, man. So, yeah, the meteor came in the time of the dinosaurs and turned them into gasoline. Everybody knows that. That's how that works. That's how that works. And then some of them fucking transformed like the Decepticons into birds and said, I'm going to have hollow bones. Those are the facts of life, bro. I feel like there was something, but it doesn't want to come to my brain at this juncture. Oh well, couldn't have been important. That's how it goes. It probably happens more and more as you get older. Your brain just turns to fucking jelly. It's like, there might have been something there. I don't know. I don't know. Oh well. At least the foil Mythic hunt was a success. I was just looking for a Mythic for my set. Getting a full-on foil version is a step above that. No complaints that way. This is the second one 11k years ago. You buy your own dig off if you're wrong. Well, it's all just a guess, isn't it? Well, according to the records of the fucking crustaceans on the ground, this lobster said that it happened. If you think that I believe in science, you don't fucking know me. I've firmly gone on record saying science is bullshit. Science is how we got all disease. Everything is like fucking, it's like psychosomatic. Diseases aren't real. You get fucking sick because you've been tricked into thinking sickness is real. Like they tell you, oh, if you eat raw chicken, you're going to get like salmonella. But that's just because they don't want you to be strong. And so then when you eat the chicken, you get sick because you just think you're making yourself sick. There's literally no scientific there's no scientific basis at all for any of it. Diseases are imaginary. Like people who are disabled are all fucking fakers. I can't even get through this. This guy was doing so good too. I was doing so good with that absolute load of bullshit. But I couldn't make it. I couldn't make it through that part. Oh, man, that's funny. Oh. Eating raw chicken wild, man. People are crazy. Habanero, you missed the days before science when we just thought it was demons doing everything. He's got demons in the blood. You know. I checked in on the attendance numbers of the Spider-Man pre-release today just to see, you know, because I was there for the one last night, and it's like, oh, 7 people. The attendance on this one is low. There's some places that are sold out, but I don't know what's going on. Oh, all right. Well, I got some other things that I must attend to this evening, so I appreciate that we got to spend some time together, my friends. We will get back together soon, but for now, I bid you adieu. The Chainsaw Man is after you. Or is he? Yeah, he is. Oh, shit. Thompson. Thanks for the super sticker. He's like, haha, oops. I saw it in time. You're Lord of the Board. You know what? I'll put you up on the board. I got a minute. I can stick around long enough to update the board. I can update the board for the record. For the historical record. And then we'll get on up out of here. All right. There we go. At the last minute, at the last moment, like a lightning strike. All right, guys. Now the Chainsaw Man's coming. Run!